This YouTube broadcast is intended for adult viewers 21 years or older.
It's Flex Friday. Kasual Records, bitch.
It's the Kasual.
We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26.
Jesus and Kaz on the track.
It's Flex Friday, where all the bitches get wet.
We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home. We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home.
Closing book 2 next week starts 3. We the first boys that dropped that link. We gave all the fans a real voice to speak. Track every week, 26 deep. Hell of a streak, a year and a half. And you know we still riding. These other YouTubers know they need to quit trying. Can't fuck with us cause we won't quit pine. Climbing the next level but really they riding. They biting the flex and trying to copy the chat. Watching the show, trying to study the format. They acting like they tough, but they crunches like battle cats. While me and Jesus been built for combat. Enjoy your absence, cause your style is stolen. Get the bag, rock the chain, taking shots and smoking. Real, recognize real. Wait for your subs rolling. Fucking every day till my nuts get swollen.
Collecting everything cause we kings of the flex and couldn't give 2 fucks about a YouTube paycheck. You know that we real while they uptight like turtlenecks and thinking that they flex, then it's time for a cross check. Somebody call the judge cause it's time for repeal. See where we started, now the shit's surreal. Truth be revealed, and Achilles heel. It's time to light it up and show them shit is for
We're
real.
the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home. We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home.
Hello?
Hey, where the fuck you at?
I'm on the way.
You been gone all night.
I said I'm on the way.
You been said you was on the way and your ass still ain't here. I'm tired of always waiting on you. You always gone. I'm so sick and tired of your bullshit. I'm done.
Baby mama called my phone, and of course she trippin'. You been gone all goddamn night. Where the fuck you been at? I'm halfway home, shawty. I've been working on my flex. Hold on, let me hit you back. Gotta check on my text. And my cigarettes, Mr. T-Flow hanging off of my neck. Bitches on YouTube, they copy the flex, but there is no duo like us, we the best. Burning it down, then emerge from the clouds. Turn up the bottle and guzzle it down. 26 weeks, wipe our ass on your throne. Be patient, my son, we halfway home.
We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always.
Bitch.
Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home. We're the kings of Flex Friday. We do it always. Sipping on that liquor. It's about to get cloudy. Every week, we do it like this. Serving up Flex 26. Putting a bow on that bitch. Work to his clothes. We're halfway home. We're halfway home.
You have just finished Book 2 of the Flex Chronicles. Please insert Tape 2 to start Book 3.
What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to another Late Nights with Kasual Toy Collector. Late to the Late Nights with Kasual Toy Collector, man. 7 people watching. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button on the way in. Sometimes it's too tipsy to do so on the way out. I would greatly appreciate the likes or dislikes. You can hit the thumbs down or the thumbs up. Don't matter over here. It's all about the feedback. We're going to shout out everybody in the chat. The song that was just playing was Flex 26. Halfway home. We're going to shout out everybody in the chat here real quick, man. First to bat tonight, MIS1. What's up, man? Let's fucking go. Second in chat, Big M, man. What up, what up, what up? Finishing second shift. That man be working, boy. him and MIS want to be working their asses off, man. You gotta get this money for the plastic crack. It's hot down here in Georgia. The devil is definitely down in Georgia. It's been lightly raining and hot. The sun comes out right after the rain. It's muggy down here, y'all. See, Cartel, yeah, man. Cartel was messaging today. That man prepared, boy. He's ready to get his Dr. Mind Bender. He got the UPC codes, the COVID test. He's got his pass. That man is on deck. He's gonna be live at SDCC there, man. Totally jealous of you, Cartel, man. Ain't no way I could get clear across the map like that, though, man. I wish I could get over there to be part of it, man. But nonetheless, I hope you have a great time, brother. And I can't wait to see some of the stuff you pick up down there and some of the stuff you see, man. Send me some shots, man. Send me some shots or some videos or some shit, man. Let's see who else we got here. MC DJ ACDC, what's up, man? Hey now. Got David Miller in chat. What's up, Dave? Also, I think that's gonna cover everybody that said something in the comments. I know there's a couple of other people watching. Thank you for tuning in. Some of the people I've talked to, they might not be leaving comments or whatever. Maybe on Facebook too. Hey, that would be awesome, man. That would be fucking dope if they do have that Hiss tank there, man. It'd be nice to get some first-hand pictures of views of that, man. If you see that tank, definitely snap as many shots as you can possibly get, man. Videotape it and everything. What up, He-Man in the chat, Daredevil in the chat. Talked with him earlier today. He was trying to help me some score some stuff. He was at one of the local toy shops that I never get a chance to get down to because it's usually open Monday through Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So he had hit me up. He spotted some classic Joe shit down there. I was like, bro, my wallet is on freeze right now. School's finna be cranking back up in what? Shit, boy, like 2 weeks, kids are going back to school. I got 4 kids in school, a daughter that's a senior in high school. And then I got, three kids in school, excuse me. Daughter that's a senior in high school, my 10-year-old daughter, and then my 6-year-old son. So it's time to buy clothes, time to buy supplies. Senior dudes coming around. The goddamn Hiss tank that they want $300 for on the 15th. Plus all the random little toys that are coming out in the meantime around here, and trying to run a 3D printing business, man. I need to restock on black filament. I don't have enough money to make the type of order I want to. I don't order anything less than 10 rolls at a time. So until I get the bread together for 10 rolls, I need white and I need black. And I don't make orders unless I can get 10 rolls at a time. I don't fuck around with one roll orders of filament. I like to be stocked up. And right at the moment, the game has kind of ran over me, and I'm kind of behind on things, but I'll pop right back, man. Every day is $1, so I'll just be on the grind, hustling, trying to get it together, man. And thank God for PayPal paying for it, because I think I'm gonna end up using that to try to weasel my filament order in. Let's see here. Anybody else join in chat? All right, nobody. Yep, and I want to get that. I want just the gold bug though, man. I want just the gold bug. That's another nuisance. Another nuisance that Hasbro does. They'll package one character in with 3 or 4 other characters that I don't really give a hoot about. But I end up spending it's like $80 for the 4-pack or something like that. You end up spending $80 just for one figure, man. Oh yeah, the shirt. My homeboy Devise, my local homeboy Devise, be making little shirts and shit. I need to get out there and fuck with him too. He's at the flea market every weekend. He be helping me out. He be hooking me up with some cool little shirts and whatnot, man. We got the Bel Air bunch kind of done. It's like a GTA type of artwork styling or whatever. They were putting out 8 packs when I got there. 75 or so. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just for one figure though. I can't remember who else is in the pack. It's usually the way they do them is like some Beast Wars characters, and then they'll just slide one in. I'm I'm starting to get a little frizzy here, y'all. I did just hop out the shower too. Starting to get a little frizzy here. I might be pulling this out in a couple of days here. I got a work-related court appearance on the 28th, so they're definitely coming out before that. I don't think it would be very advisable for me to go into the courtroom with cornrows. I got 2 court dates. I got a business-related court date coming up the 28th, which should be easy breezy. Then I got a personal court date coming up. It's a big victory for your boy, man. So once I get that behind me, hopefully life is gonna change up some, or I don't know. Hopefully things are gonna improve. So excited about both of them dates, and got to make sure I'm on my GQ shit for both of those dates. Well, I'm not really excited about the 28th. That just comes with the line of work. I have to make court appearances here and there in the line of duty, amongst the other million functions that I have to for a piddly ass paycheck. Robert, if you hear me, it's time for a raise, bro. It's time for a raise, man. We out here busting our ass in this sun, man. I'm doing clerical work and manual labor out here, man. Stop giving us crumbs, bro. I'm 1099, so I'm allowed to say shit like that. He ain't gonna fire me. He ain't gonna find nobody who can do it cheaper than me. It's time to renegotiate wages, bro. Anyway, so did go to a couple Walmarts today. Like I say, money is on a real low note right at the moment, man. Food is expensive. And I keep having to buy food and shit for the house, man. So that's just, we're kind of usually we're stocked up. Usually we're stocked up on food and just kind of on a down moment. Everything's kind of on a down moment right now. It's like everything all hit at one time. But we're gonna weather the storm. So no real pickups today to show off like that. I didn't get anything. Last thing I picked up was that Blitzwing that Dare helped me get a hold of. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just spill the link here. Go ahead and spill the link and see if anybody want to join in. And I got the attack track, the He-Man attack track. I want to make one. I want to make one of those. I gotta buy the file from the dude, which is like $27. Then I need to order filament to be able to print it out as a really large piece. And I'm not happy with I'm gonna get the dude's file just as a little jumping ground, and I want to modify it up, man, because I think it could be a lot better looking vehicle with a little extra work into it. Dude that did the design, it was kind of sloppily made. It's really just like a box with some seats in it, and the treads don't move or anything. So I want to kind of break that guy down and make it a little bit more cartoon accurate. And Lone sent me a bunch of pictures of the from the cartoon, like various situations he was trying to catch, the computer panels and shit. So kind of got a good idea of what it looks like inside. So I'm gonna try to be weaseling that in somewhere here. Probably coming into August. I'm gonna try to start doing that because I got him and He-Man, the Motu King that want to get that. Shit. I got a text message. Oh, sorry. Oops, sorry, hitting a text message back here real quick. A few minor adjustments. Oh shit, man! Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that shit very, 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 very much. I appreciate it. Just to give y'all a little, it's cool, and don't at all twist what I'm saying. Don't at all twist what I'm saying. The only thing about the YouTube donations is that you gotta wait you have to wait. I believe it's 28 days before they'll actually release it to me. And then YouTube was some pimps, man. They take 30% of it. God bless you. God bless you, and it's totally appreciated and it's cool. It always like even if I have to wait, man, down you know what I'm saying, down the line, money's money. So anything that comes in is definitely a help, man. So even 28 days later, I'm sure I'll need whatever. It will go to good use. Y'all know Kaz don't fuck around, man. It'll go to some good use, man. So definitely thank you so much for that, Daredevil. I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I need to check up on my because the 21st is usually when they cut a check to me. So man, oh God, Hail Mary. I don't know how much money I've accumulated, how much I've accumulated in the last 28 days, but God, I hope it was big whammies, big bucks, and no whammies, man. No, just yeah, everything's cool, man. It's just an awkward. It's just an awkward time and things. Like Hasbro always, like there's always so many major things that go down in the toy front right when school is starting. And like with all these kids that I got, man, I have to spend a lot of money on school supplies. Like I'm single dad all the way in, man. Mom isn't doing anything to help me out at all. Now, I ain't never gonna. I'm not gonna say her name or nothing like that to put her on slander, man. But and I mean, she's going through her own stuff too, man. But she is not doing anything. There's no time being spent, no money being spent, no support whatsoever, and they're with me 24/7. Like so, it's just it gets trying, man. You gotta pay for babysitters. You gotta pay for babysitters to watch the kids. It's the summertime too, so they want to have fun, man. They want to get their little toys and their video games and stuff. So you got to try to keep them entertained during the summertime. School's coming up. Got to buy them clothes and all, and got an older daughter, so she don't want she's got certain types of clothes and stuff that she wants to get. I got a senior in high school, so it's just a trying time. All these toys coming out that his tank finna drop. SDCC's fixing to come. Couple of toys been lingering around in stores like the Blitzwing picked up. Prices in general just up on everything. Food prices. Gas is starting to ease back down. I want to say we're at I think I paid like $3.89 a gallon the other day for gas. So that's a blessing that it's starting to come down. It's funny to be happy that gas is $3.89 a gallon, but compared to the damn near $5 that we were just paying a week or two ago, it is a blessing anything that's going down is a blessing. And like just August. August is usually a rough time, man. August is a rough time because all the toys come out. School's starting up. You got to get school supplies and everything, and it just kind of I don't know. And like on the 3D printing stuff, I bought tons. Like I want to say before 21 ended out, I bought shitloads of filament, kind of preparing myself. I knew that prices were going to be going up on stuff, so I kind of took sacrifices back then to try to get ahead of the curve. Anytime everything I purchase in bulk, man, because I understand that prices are just going to continue going up. There's products that I know that I use, and I try to stay ahead of the curve, man. We spend a lot of money in gas riding around picking up shit that we commonly use every day. So just trying to figure out how stuff go on, man. But all the filament that I kind of was pre-stocked for, it's ran out, and I wasn't really paying attention. Like some of my primary colors, like the army green's running out, the black is running out, white is running out, and just was really wasn't thinking about restocking it. There was so much other stuff going on that I wanted to spend money on, toys coming out and shit. So just wasn't thinking about it at the moment. And I'm kind of at a point now where it's like, oh shit, everything is running out. Everything is running out. So I'm trying to just kind of playing catch up, man. I got a feeling once I get past August, it's going to get a little bit better, man. It's just a rough month because of school supplies, food, gas, increasing prices and shit. So I think if I could just ride this through, I think September 1st is going to be a better time frame for me. Let's see, we got a couple other people popping into chat too, man. Kurt, what it do, Kurt? Prophet's also in chat, man. What up, Prophet? And I think I shouted out everybody there. And again, there, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Anything y'all help me out with, man. God bless you. God bless you. I know it's tough. I know times it's tough. I know it's hard for people to give. So when you do, God bless you for it. I appreciate it. And speaking of, the man himself is backstage, the king of Mo2 in the local city. What's up, bro?
Oh shit, just laying down, taking it easy, man. Checking out this damn Highlander the Final Dimension screener VHS I bought recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
More VHSs. More VHS.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So the SDCC that starts Thursday, ain't it?
Actually starts tomorrow. Preview night is tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Troy Cartel's got his he's got his passes to go already. He sent me pictures and showed me he was ready for the jet.
Yeah, it's well, I'm pretty sure hopefully I'll hear about it tomorrow. I'm sure because they'll I would say probably no later than like I don't know at some damn point tomorrow about how much that 2-pack is going to cost for Masterverse. So I'm thinking like $89.99, but I mean, people's already got it up for pre-sale up on eBay, and it's like $180 something what it generally is, what it's already averaging for that 2-pack. So, but it's like, I don't want to wrestle with the whole. I'm not going to wrestle. I mean, I could go to, try to get it off Tail Creations, but I just know the debacle that is the whole, we've been there before, and
Yes, we have.
I don't want to, have to go through that and then not get one, or if you do get one, then you got to wait for it, and then all this other shit. And just, I'm just like, is it really worth it? And when you can just get it from somebody at the con, or you can get it off of eBay, and they the same way, they get it from the con directly, and you can get it within like less than a week or about a week, or I say 5 days, something like that, shipping wise. So you got to pay a little bit more, but at the end of the day, you have it in your hand, and you ain't got to sit there and wait while everybody else is drooling and salivating over what you got in your hand. So
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be doing it for that reason. I would just be doing it because I don't want to go through all the bull. I just know what the bullshit is. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to, I mean, because I'd already paid double for the Scare Glow last year, so what's the point?
Right.
I mean, so it's kind of like, all for naught.
Yeah, that Mattel, man. That me and you, we're both on the phone. We both put the shit in the cart. Like we were there. Boy. We had it in cart. We were ready to check out. Shit just starts disappearing. You're like, man, what? It only took us 15 seconds. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep. Because you had 2 in your card. I had 2 in my card. On top of you had Sergeant Slaughter, however many Sergeant Slaughters you had.
Yep. I just won. All I was trying to do was get one.
And it just all of a sudden just disappeared. Shit sold out in 60 seconds.
Yep. We went to check out. It was like, oh, this item is gone. It's like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll get the other one. We went to click out on that one. It's like, oh, that one's gone too. It's like, man, are you serious?
I mean, it would be a little bit better if they would limit, one per person, one per customer, rather than having it either 3 or 5, a limit of 3 or 5 per, just depends. This is stupid, man. I ain't, and I don't know how they're gonna handle it at the at SDCC. So, I'm sure they, them people that go there all the time. They're ingrained and grandfathered in. They know little twerks of how to be able to get around trying to procure more exclusives and shit. So they kind of know the ins and outs. How to beat the system.
Bullwinkle was able to order from Mattel Creations last year.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe I need to holler at Bull and see what the I don't
Well,
know how they do it. How do you move quick enough to order the shit?
well, a lot of people I heard they already have all their payment info pre entered in, but the problem with that is like, but I mean, Coldar, he was able to get Coldar for Origins, but he got screwed out of the One-Dar, and he said he never didn't do anything different than he did before, and he got screwed out of it. So it can happen to anybody. So it's just what happens. So it is what it is, man. It's the 40th anniversary, and it's only going to be their only. It's their only 40th anniversary of He-Man, and who's to say how long I'm gonna be around, and who's to say how long He-Man's gonna be around. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Pardon my French. I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and get it off eBay, and I'll have it in my hand in like 5-6 days tops.
Yeah.
And I can set it up on a shelf and stare at it.
And that like in the spirit of fuck it, like the Zomax and Taymont and Stalker. When I seen that, yeah, we paid damn near double. We paid damn near double for them. But it was just like you say though. It's like, man, do I pussyfoot around and wait until May of next year to get these things, or do I lock them in now? Fuck it. Like you only live once, I'm finna lock them in now.
That's what I say, man. You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we've been waiting so long for a new G.I. Joe fix. I mean, shit. The last new shit that I got was really when we got the Vipers and the Bats back in at that Retro Toy Con in South Carolina.
Well, that's why I felt some kind of way. What was it? Late yesterday evening when I got word about how they're doing the Dr. Mindbender handout. As far as people wanting that exclusive, I'm just like, well, fuck. I said, oh, come on now, man. Come on, bro. I said, I know you're going to get it at some point, but come on, man. I mean, you're a big major company, and you would expect that you would have some of them on hand. Like, why would you not? But I don't know. That's Hasbro.
Yeah,
but,
they've taken this. Like, you got mainline characters, man, that you're making exclusive. You're making them hard as fuck to get, and they're mainline characters. That's not right, man. Like, exclusives should be kind of off the wall.
Well, not only that, they just like our Friday flex. Friday is the flex. For a reason. I mean, why is San Diego Comic Con the first in 3 years due to COVID? Like, why would you not have a bigger presence and have something like that on hand? Screw just announcing the shit. Have it on hand. That would even boost even more morale and sales. I mean, I don't know. It's that okay. The way I look at Hasbro when it comes to GI Joe Classified is like 1 minute they seem confident about what they're doing, and then the next minute they're completely unsure about themselves.
Yeah.
It's like it's like they're going through a revolving door. They just they just can't get out from one side or the other. They just conflict.
They're about to bite off of. They're with that scanning heads thing that they're doing, the
selfie shit.
Yeah, man, I can't see them handling this.
I don't either, man. That's just some corny ass shit. When I first heard about it,
I wonder what the time frame is going to be. Like, if you scan your head, what is the time frame going to be before you have that figure in your hand? You might be waiting 6 months. Like,
I mean, yeah, not to mention, I just wouldn't want an action figure of my damn self, no way. So it's like, I mean, it's cool and funny, I guess, if you think about it. But at the same time, it's just like we can invest our time and money, in your tooling. They could, express more tooling, into something else, more creative or into one of their main IPs, like, but.
Oh God, no! I hope not. I'm not ready.
Shit make you scratch your head. You know what I mean? I just don't know.
Man, I wonder if Sergeant Slaughter is. I'm not ready, though. Especially if they want money now. I'm not ready. God, how much is he gonna be? Jesus.
Well, I'm ready for all the Motu news, man, because I know that they said that they're supposed to have a playset come out for Masterverse that it's going to anchor the line. So, I mean, it could automatically be Grayskull, but I would hope that they would go a little bit of a different route this time and, come up with something, release something that has never been released. That
So
would.
the Masterverse is Revelations, right?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. Yes, same line. Yeah, it's just started out. The Masterverse line basically started out with Revelation-based characters from the animated series, and now it was intended to be its own line. Once that series of figures got completed, and then they're gonna branch off into, Princes of Power and New Eternia and all that other stuff.
What up, Illmatic? He said, laying in bed with a bunch of men watching Pillow Gang.
Hell yeah, man! I'm taking it easy, bro. Shit.
Hey, my homeboy L Buggy, man. Yeah, I got your gen on tonight, man. One of your gens, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah, Divide 617 Apparel. I need to get out there, man. I need to get out there and get some more shirts from you, man. Your boy been broke though. It's school time. You know what it is. Having to buy all the damn clothes for the kiddos.
Oh, you see where they got the damn? They brought. I don't know. I guess maybe they brought them back. The Trapper Keepers by me, old
Oh,
school
they
Trapper
did.
Keepers. You remember? Yeah, they brought them back out. Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know where people was buying them at, but I'm assuming maybe at Walmart or somewhere. I'm not sure, but
Damn. So what ones are they doing? They got Transformers, of course.
I'm not sure. I only seen one style. They only posted one style, and it had a tiger on the front of it. So you can imagine there's probably all. I would think
You
to
know
be
they,
different. You know.
you know they coming though. You know they're gonna have the
Oh, yeah.
He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, all that shit, man.
I remember. I remember all them joints back in the day. Even the little folders. That you could buy. They had Transformers and GI Joe and all different kinds.
Yeah, man. And putting stickers on them and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a He-Man eraser, a He-Man ruler.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. He-Man pencil sharpener, little.
I feel like I got a couple of. I think they Michael Bay Transformer folders or something. I think I do.
I remember those too.
Yeah. Man, I'd buy them shits too if they start coming out with I don't know what would you I don't know I can't even think of the whole office supplies. I guess if they start doing toy office supplies shit again, I'd fuck with that. The folders and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting on all that. I mean, we know like they've already released a bunch of figures already for the Masterverse line, but as a whole, over the last handful of months. But I know they're going to be showing more stuff, and it's going to be a lot. We're going to be over flooded with shit because they're going to have more news on the new series.
Hey, so for a little bit of clarification, so the 2-pack that they're selling,
yeah,
we are gonna get retail releases of them, but they're not gonna have flock. It's not gonna be flock stuff, and then the head won't be glow in the dark on Skeletor. Right?
I don't know the details on the Skeletor because Skeletor really prior to the 2-pack he wasn't even officially announced or rumored, but he was by a couple people, but not nothing concrete. But the He-Man obviously was because he went up for pre-order. But I'm on the fence of whether or not if they even going to still go that go that route or not. I would have, that they have done shit like that in the past where they'll have a retail version versus an exclusive version, which if they do, it wouldn't shock me, and if they kept it like that, because I kind of hope they would, because I got mine pre-ordered through BBTS for my 40th anniversary He-Man. So, and it's only right, for have an option for somebody who can't go to the con to at least be able to have a He-Man or or that Skeletor, they do that one as well as a single release. Obviously there's going to be slight differences versus exclusive, but just like there was a difference in the Scare Glow, from the retail Scare Glow. So I mean, it is what it is. It's whatever they decide to do. I just know that I plan on getting them all. Because I've got the 40th standalone He-Man on pre-order. So
Right.
so they haven't yanked him off my BBTS account, so he's still there. So and then Hordak and all that is coming out in August. So that's next month.
Well, it's a toy maker's mission to give you. They got to keep you interested in the product, so they got to keep improving it. So even this 2-pack that you see next year, you're gonna see these 2 characters again that you're gonna be like, oh my god, they look so much more like the original that you're gonna buy those 2. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, most of us as collectors, we've seen this happen. After you once you have 20 Optimus Primes in your collection, you figure out what the fuck is going on. Okay, you're selling me the same shit each year, just slightly better. So
yeah, and I just want to see where the brand. I mean, the brand I know is doing very well, extremely well, but I kind of want to see where they're at with Origins, even though I don't plan on I don't collect it anymore, but kind of want to get a feel for where they're at with that and see the CGI figures, even though I don't collect those, but
yeah.
I just want to kind of see what their brand overall is, what their plans with the whole for the future, because they plan on going into past 24 with it. So with Masterverse, so like I said, they announced a playset, and what playset that'll be, I think they would blow the socks off everybody if they did Eternia again.
They are. There's no doubt. Anything that you dream of, they finna do again. Best believe.
But the problem with that is I can see it to be unconceivable due to the fact that, give you an example. So when they did the Castle Grayskull for Matty Collector, the tooling bill for that castle was $1 million. It cost Mattel $1 million to tool that up. So that's kind of unrealistic vision. I mean, it's a cool vision. It's a cool thought. It'd be very extremely awesome to have Eternia for a second time, but it's just not realistic in grand scheme of things. So I would hope that they would do like a Hall of Wisdom, or do Eterno's palace. The palace itself of Eternia. Adams and them's home. That you see on the Filmation series and you've seen before over the years. In each incarnation, but.
Well, like you say for the casting though, I'm sure we're at a point. It's 40 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're at a point now that they can make these molds a lot cheaper than $1 million. I'm sure.
Well, that was when that castle came out. That was around circa 2012, 2013 when it's already been at least 10 years since the classics Castle Grayskull, and then literally it was $1 million tool bill to do that shit. So I was just like, damn. But I can see that though, because even back in the 80s, it was expensive. Tooling was expensive, so it's never been cheap. So it's only
He-Man needs they don't have many army builders. Is my that's on why they get left behind. Or why they don't make as much money as the other ones. Like other toy lines, they have they're okay. Well, shit. If we show in a cartoon 100 of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? It makes people want to build that army scene.
But I think it has a lot to do too with what type of brand it is and exactly because if you really think about it, the only really 3 army builders they could realistically have or you could do is the Palace Guard, the Snake Man, Creeper.
They had the different man at arms like the people.
Yeah, and then Snake Man characters, troops, and then the Horde troopers. Those are really the only ones you can realistically do. So the hover robots, you can army build those if you want. I mean that's another one.
Do they sell the hover bots though?
Yeah, they did in classics. That's the only time they were ever released was in classics. Now I would hope, if they do well, Hordak's coming in Revolution, so I can guarantee you can bank my money roll on that. He's coming. So if they show him, if they show a Horde Trooper, it's over because I'm gonna be wanting me about 20 Horde Troopers and Masterverse skill at least.
I think the army building is what's really gonna cause the shit to jump through the roof. Transformers has a few instances of it too, like with the shark, but there were fewer. Like GI Joe just has it.
Right.
It's army.
But, right. Yeah, that's the reason why it's so easy for GI Joe to have so many armor builder or outnumber everybody else when it comes to army building characters because it's made for it by default. Now on the other hand, I like He-Man. It's not. Because it's not.
Raw?
What's up, Raw? What's up, big homie? It's not centered around that type of genre, so it's a little bit. You're limited on army building, but on certain characters. So, but hell, that don't stop people. Hell, they be army building Skeletors, army building Scarecrows, army building damn Fakers. I mean,
hey, we got somebody back. Hey, real quick, we have somebody backstage. What's up, Brandon?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Okay, he can talk today.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. Sorry, I'm actually alone in the house, so.
Okay, hell yeah. Shout, let it all out. There you go, man.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not alone. We got Legacy Kickback. We got Legacy Drag Strip.
I like them both, man. I like them both. I got them too, man. I love them.
Yeah, I seen Soundwave today. I don't know if he's new or not, but I see Soundwave today.
It's interesting. That Soundwave is just a reuse of the Siege Soundwave from Siege.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, he looks familiar. He looks like he's already been released before because he looks so damn like I'd seen it before. That same.
I was really hoping it would have been like his Netflix exclusive version, like where he transforms into his tape deck mode and he comes with his cassette bots.
Yeah, that's what I would have expected too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now hopefully we'll get Bombshell and Shrapnel, and of course we're getting Menasor. So, I mean, of course, I mean that Metroplex is amazing. Like we're gonna see some Unicron trilogy like figures like.
Yeah. The Metroplex, I'm skipping on though, man.
Well, yes. I mean, we're also getting Override or Natural Convoy.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I can't afford it.
Legacy, I'm curious to see if they're going to actually, make a series, kind of like what Netflix did with the, Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom, like their little trilogy there, like.
Okay.
I wonder if Legacy is going to have their own trilogy of their own. Like,
they should. They definitely should, man.
Because I mean,
I like Siege and Earthrise.
Oh yes, indeed. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Kingdom was pretty good because we got to see like reimagining of the Beast Wars characters.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, next year with Rise of the Beast, it's going to be so much fun. Like.
Yeah.
But
you like the Beast Wars stuff too, man. I kind of skipped the. I don't know. Sometimes we set up blocks. We set up blocks for ourselves because we can't do everything. So
of course. I mean,
I was like G1. I was like, I'm just gonna run with. I do headmasters, the trigger or the gun masters, trigger masters, target masters.
Yeah, Target Masters, Headmasters.
That's when I start fading out, yeah.
True. Now, I was born around the time Beast Wars came out. That's the thing.
Right. I got you.
I mean, now, of course, Beast Wars was a classic, but I mean, no, yes, I did swallow my pride. I watched Beast Machines and thought to myself, interesting.
Some I started transforming it. Some of them I mess with, like, you know what I mean? I like the insect robots and dinosaurs.
Ah.
We'll put it like that.
Oh, so it looks like you got Waspinator there.
Yeah.
That's one figure I haven't acquired yet.
Yeah, that one I got. Yeah, that one I found the other day was what was it, Buzzsaw?
Yep, he
Oh yeah,
found it.
Buzzsaw. Yeah, that's the repaint of
Yeah.
from G2. So
I've seen him and the one that looks like really looked like Cheetor, but it was a different name. I forgot what the name of it was.
Shadow Panther.
No, it's a Legacy. The fuck name of it was? I just can't remember. There was like 3 or 4 different ones, including Buzzsaw that I seen. It was like some new ones I had never seen, so I'd call Captain, and he wanted the Buzzsaw, but I know there was. I don't know. They were all like, insects or whatever y'all describe, consider them to be. It's just when I saw him, I told Kaz on the phone, I said, "Damn, this dude looks like Cheetor, but it doesn't say Cheetor on it, so he's not a yellow color, but he's got the same spots. He's more of a gray. Like I had to see it again. I have to remember the name of it, but they still got him up there. Yeah, they renamed him for some reason. I don't know why.
What state are you in again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm from Canada.
Yeah,
Canada.
You're on a whole different rotation than us. I got you.
Hey, shout out to Canada, man. That's where I got my vintage Eternia poster from 1986 from. So shout out Canada.
Nice. I mean, as someone that was born in 1995, I have high respect. So,
right.
I mean, but again, I mean, it is what it is.
I've only seen 2 posters. Well, mine and another one ever come up for sale. And one was like I said, one came from Canada. Mine came from Canada, and the one I seen on eBay the other day, and the one on eBay is like $400, and I clearly didn't pay $400 for mine.
Wow, that is
kind of a rare
thing. It's quite the revelation, because I mean, who knows? Like, who knows what Legacy is going to bring, like, coming in the future waves? I mean, because Studio Series has announced some major like not leaks, but some figures that were unexpected. Like, we're getting a new Studio Series live action Megatronus, or the Fallen. Crosshairs, I know for sure.
I'm gonna be getting that Lockdown. That's one I done kind of got enamored with. Got reintroduced when we were watching random ass movie clips.
You mean from Bay Lockdown? He wants the Michael Bay Lockdown.
Okay.
And the KO one as well. The third party Lockdown. The KO Lockdown. That's May.
Oh, okay.
I mean, knockoff for it. That's really good.
Yes. Because I mean, there are some good knockouts out there. Because I know Thu Adams, our good buddy in the United Kingdom, he's reviewed a bunch of knockoffs, and
more bang for the buck. Sorry,
I just like the way both of them look, and they look. I mean, of course, the KO is a little bit more over the top, but the studios or the Michael Bay Age of Extinction one is just exactly how he looks off the movie, and I just think he's badass, man. Ever since I remember seeing him on that movie,
he is a mercenary. Yes, he's a Decepticon, but
right. I was going to tell Kaz that because he said he was neutral, or he was his own person, and I was like, wait a minute. I was going to tell Kaz. I remember we were rewatching the clip, and I seen the Decepticon logo on him. And I said, whoa! I said, wait a minute. I see the Decepticon logo. I was like, holy shit.
Well, yeah, that's true. He is a Decepticon by trade, but he's his own team in the movie, because
he's like Zodak and He-Man. He's neutral. He does his own thing.
He's just basically helping Cemetery Wind offing Autobots from previous films, and of course, it was really interesting. and that final battle with him and Optimus, like that was just
that was nuts.
That was quite the final battle. It just really like it's hard to believe it's going to be almost 10 years since that film came out. I mean,
oh, I know.
Because it's amazing. Like I know, like it's amazing that new Studio Series Age of Extinction Galvatron looks pretty nifty. Like, I mean, it's so weird. Like it's basically Megatron's like his mind inside of that KSI drone. What the? Oh.
Yeah. Hold on, let me hit the full screen.
That's like I've been wanting the Studio Ace or Studio Series Ravage, but a huge Ravage. I don't want no small ass, rinky dink ass Ravage.
Well, oh nice.
There you go.
That's
I know he's
no, that's Tomax
from G.I. Joe Classic.
Oh, G.I. Joe, yes.
That's epic. That's epic. Sitting on the hood of a fly ass old school with a brick wall.
Is that Triple D?
Man. Yeah. Yep. You know it.
Yeah. Because he had Pimp Daddy on the hood of his. Yeah.
Damn, boy, this shit's hard. This shit's hard. They should have them, man. Y'all be coming up with some cool ass shit. They should have y'all advertising the toys.
Right. Oh yes, because I mean, like I will say, as I said, like the new Bumblebee film that came out a couple years ago was truly amazing, and the Rise of the Beast is going to be pretty epic and whatnot. So,
Destro 777, what's up, man? Sorry, the sneak in.
That's okay.
Sneak
in. Hello, Destro.
Vega, Corleone. He ain't whispering tonight.
What's up,
Not tonight, Not tonight, my friend. I'm alone in the house.
He's allowed to talk tonight.
Yeah. He can scream if he wants to.
His kidnapper isn't home right now.
Right.
Oh yes. Well, that is true, Jay. Hold on. Lockdown is a bounty hunter, but again, just like in animated, Lockdown is his own. Like he works on his own. He doesn't like. I think the only Transformer the Lockdown's ever interacted with, aside from Optimus Prime, is Swindle from animated. Oh, another one.
I don't know, but when he turned into that gun, or when he shot Optimus the first time down the road in that scene, it was like on a country road. I just thought that shit was badass, and then it showed him walking down the street, and the shit was like coming down out of the sky behind him, and I was just like, "Holy shit, shit's about to get real."
Well, that was I wouldn't say hilarious, but very deadly. His face transforms into a gun, and then he just and it was just outside Chicago where that scene took place, like where like the final battle took place from Dark of the Moon. They're on the highway in Chicago, and everyone else retreated, and the Lockdown just unceremoniously like walks like very violently towards. As his ship, which actually becomes, the Autobot ship in the last night after Lockdown gets offed, after he gets defeated by Optimus. Like, I mean, it was very convenient because I really thought that the ship would like pretty much submerged at the end of Age of Extinction. I thought the ship was a total loss, but
right.
But it really didn't explain. Again, there's a lot. Now, Smith, you got to understand. The whole thing about, I will agree with you on this because here's the thing. First and foremost, there's no real clear definition of how Galvatron became Megatron in the last night. It's just out of the blue, he's Megatron. Like, we could assume that Quintessa got to, Galvatron before Quintessa met Optimus. That's my only best guess.
Right.
There's no clear, like, I mean, and the whole thing with Barricade, we thought Barricade died in Dark of the Moon, but he ended up somehow surviving and gets upgraded into a brand new body. And I'm thinking to myself, how? Like
Michael Bay wasn't a fan of Transformers.
Well, not only that, he if anybody knows Michael Bay movies, he's always about not really he wasn't about the story per se. He was always about the excitement and the blowing shit up and big that type of stuff. So he really didn't put a lot behind the story. So it was more of action, action, action to him. So
That's
but I
true
mean,
because the fact that I mean, okay, I will say this, Jay. The first Transformers film, the 2007 one, is very good because it
yeah,
has a story, it
yeah,
makes sense. But then
right.
the second film onwards, it's just inconsistencies because it's like, oh, it was the Matrix, it was the Pillars, it was this, it was stick with Michael Bay has to stick with one thing. Like look at Travis Knight and what he did with Bumblebee. You know, battle takes place on Cybertron. It's pretty much dying planet. Everyone leaves the planet. Bumblebee finds Earth, and we find out how he loses his voice box, Blitzwing, of course. And then the whole thing with Dropkick and Shatter, that was amazing because the fact
Hey,
that
which should have been Starscream. They should have established, like, I don't know. I feel like Starscream and Bumblebee kind of had a beef. Like, they were, like, initially when starting off, like, they were kind of the ones seeking each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were the two interacting kind of, you know what I mean?
well, that's very true because Blitzwing does look a lot like Starscream in the Bayverse or in the Travis Knight verse because it just and the fact he's not a triple changer, which okay, I
They're
get
like
it
the scouts.
because
They're like the scouts for their teams, is what I'm saying. Starscream is out on the snoop for looking for shit, and he usually encounters Bumblebee all the time. Bumblebee is the one out like scouting for shit, looking around. That's usually how the story started. From the beginning up, that's kind of how the beefs were.
oh yes, of course. I mean, it's just the fact of the matter, like again, like yes, Bumblebee, or if we go by G1, it's usually sometimes Cliffjumper or Hound, or sometimes even Windcharger or Trax, or sometimes, or even Gears, that
Yeah.
sometimes does the recon missions for Optimus Prime and whatnot until either Starscream or whatever Decepticon is doing
The
Megatron
Seekers.
yeah, the Seekers,
Yeah.
or sometimes the Sweeps, or
What up,
or
Stray?
even
What's up, the Stray?
or whatnot. Oh, hey, hello, Astray. Well, yes, Smith, you're right. I mean, Michael Bay, he's again all about the action, explosions, and other interesting scenes. But the fact of the matter, once again, is like I'm sure, and we've seen the concept art of Rise of the Beast. We know that we're going to see three factions: the Autobots, the Maximals, the Terracons.
Right.
So, I mean, no Megatron. So, but Scourge is going to be quite the threat because we've seen his vehicle mode. We just haven't seen what he looks like in robot mode. I'm curious to see if he's gonna. I imagine he's gonna take some interesting traits from his Robots in Disguise 2001 self, where he too was a tanker truck, and he was basically a recolor of Laser Optimus Prime from G2. So, I mean, let's see what else here. I mean, now I'm gonna be interested to see, again, because I mean, Legacy's focused a lot on G2, focused a lot on I mean, they even did some of the Supergirl Master Force characters. I mean, they did Black Zarak. They did I mean, I think it was what's her name, the one that transforms into basically she's a female Red Alert, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. The name escapes me, but essentially, she was a Power Master, and then she became her own thing. Oh,
we lost there.
Okay,
There we go. And we got Mr. Smith. What's up, man? Smith, super awesome reviews. What's up?
All right, real quick, I had to jump in because you was over here talking about legacy and all that. You know why we have legacy? Because you're at the bottom of the barrel. They've exacerbated G1 all the way going back to Combiner Wars. How many times can you get a Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, Starscream, and a Soundwave? They've given you to the point now that you're getting legacy characters, you're getting G2 guys, you're literally getting the bottom of the barrel here. Because the only thing after this is to either start making Armada figures or Cybertron figures. Because like I said, they've exacerbated G1. That's why we're getting this hodgepodge that we're getting now in Legacy. Because what else can you make? You've made all the Titans. You've done the combiners to the point where we're coming back to combiners.
We're coming back to like Titans Return because of that twin twist or whatever.
Yeah, we're going full circle. But at this point right now, all the Transformers you're getting now from Legacy, bottom of the barrel. That or they're offshoot from other Transformer series. Because like I said, you can't you're done G1 to death.
Exactly.
Done G1, you've literally done G1 to death. What's that, like the third Blitzwing we getting now?
Hey, I'm saying though, like it's it. I feel you on what you're saying. This is it. We should have never. We shouldn't have bought toys. We shouldn't have bought any Transformers until right now, basically, to save the money.
You had to.
Look, man, like everything they can do.
Here's the problem, though. If we didn't get the Titans Return, you wouldn't have got that Blitzwing, though, because they needed to make the shit and hear us go, I'm not giving you no more money till you make something better. And then Siege came.
Right.
And it was like, okay, here's what we can do when we don't half-ass it. When we give you the whole ass, this is what we can actually do. Even though they were starting with that fucking power of the primes and all that other bullshit. But they're like, no. We can actually do good when we want to. And since we're starting to lose, we're losing your favor because third parties are now capitalizing on legend scale. So it's like, okay, now it's time to show what we can do when we actually give a damn and there's actual competition taking some of this money off the table from us.
That is very true.
That's why things are a little more solid, a little less hollow. They feel like they actually cost what they're worth instead of like what we got back in the Combiner Wars, Titans Returns days, where it was just a repaint of a repaint of a repaint. Like you can get 25 fucking Alpha Bravos if you want and make a combiner out of that bitch. Okay, because that's what they was doing.
Yeah.
But I feel Legacy, I'm already tapped out because I'm like I'm cherry picking because like I said, I'm a G1 head and what they're giving us right now is literally the bottom of the barrel. You got Headmasters, we got Target Masters. Every character from season 1 all the way to season fucking 4 they made. That's we actually got a proper Skylinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Skylinks.
Skylinks is perfect, man.
Yeah, 2 Skylinks, but an actual proper Skylinks. You know, you got a motherfucking 6 shots. Like I said, we've gotten characters from the Japanese shows. Hell, we just got a Kickstarter for a Star Saber still coming. I'm still waiting for that bitch to show up. But they've hit it to the point where it's like, bottom of the barrel. So it's like that's when you get those G-Axis characters coming out of nowhere because he was nothing but comics. He was never in the cartoon. So now we getting comics. Oh, we at the bottom, baby. We at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, there was this dude in 1987.
He made a couple of watch they start sucking Bludgeon's dick again.
Look,
like,
this is
shit, we forgot about him.
It's a dude in the background. They're gonna be like, no, he had a name.
Bludgeon's a cool character, but he's cool if you were in the G2 and like late G1. But it's like the last time he got played was one of them prime things. But watch they turn back around and give you a proper Bludgeon because they got nothing else to give you.
All right.
Watch. You'll see.
That is right. I mean,
you'll get a proper Bludgeon because they got nothing else to give you right now. Only other thing they can do, Hasbro can do right now, is give you more Bayformers, and don't nobody want that. They don't even want it in the studio series. So much so that they was like, just give them the movie stuff. Yes, because that's how garbage Bayformers are.
Well, they're doing G1 too. Like we're getting a proper wheelie, like the life size.
Because they had to because they got shitted on for what they did with the Grimlock.
That's right. Yeah, because that one was just barely posable. Yes, it came with the slingshot, but again, you couldn't transform it. You couldn't stand it. You couldn't.
No, you had to buy an upgrade kit if you wanted to really go out with it to get them to transform. But they saw money being taken off the table, so they woke their ass up. It's like, oh shit, a third party just came and gave them a whole wheelie body to go with our Grimlock.
Oh
That could have
yeah,
been
I
our
mean,
money. That could have been my money, and we just got fucked. So that's
indeed.
why all of a sudden it's like, here you go. Here's a proper spike in an exosuit instead of that bullshit we just
What
gave
was
you
the
with the
last
other
Cosmos?
Dinobot
What was the
because we're
last
seeing
Cosmos?
money. What's
What
that?
was the last Cosmos that we got from Hasbro? That was
Would have been Titan's Return. We
Yeah,
got
all
Cosmos.
the way back in Titan's Return.
I'm trying to
In
remember
fact,
what it.
not
I'm
even.
trying to
I think
remember
it
what
might
it
even
looked
be
like. He
before.
wasn't that bad.
It might have been. Yeah, but either Titans Returns or it might have been even Combiner Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
It's one of the two lines because I know the new Cosmos looks pretty amazing. Like
Yeah.
imagine if we get after Cosmos. Imagine we get like Sea Spray and I know we got Huffer, but imagine if we got like and well we
Oh
got
man, they're
Pipes
gonna give
too.
us everything. They're gonna do everything. They're gonna do all that
Yeah,
shit.
everybody's going the ones that didn't get that much love in the earlier lines, like your sea sprays, they're gonna get remakes because now that, like I said, they now got to focus on somebody other than Optimus and Megatron because they've been done to death. And I don't give a fuck who you are. You do not need that many fucking seekers. Okay, 3 and some cone heads. Cut it off. No more. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe an acid storm, but your
We
prime
kind of got that.
seekers, your cone heads. I don't need a whole rainbow. I don't need a color wheel.
Yeah, like I mean,
6.
we got the color wheel in Siege and Earthrise. We got the Codeheads and we got the
We got
Seekers, but you have to get them you have to get them Amazon and other exclusive places to get them instead of all them being retail. Which that didn't make sense. It's the same thing they did with Ratchet in Earthrise. It made no sense. You could have
That's
just
why
had
I
them
gave
in.
up. That's why I gave up. I'm usually an official third party masterpiece collector when it comes to Transformers. I do the chug scale, but like again, it's cherry pick. And I pretty much built my G1 lineup, except missing a few pieces. But again, it's more preference than anything. But like the rest, like I said, Siege, I haven't touched anything. Not Siege. I haven't touched anything from Legacy yet because there's nothing that
Oh
really has
yeah.
stood out. Even though, granted, the Minosaur is looking promising, but I'd rather see the full thing in entirety before I really put down anything.
I agree. I mean, yes, we got Dragstrip, Motormaster, and we got hints of Wild Rider and Breakdown, and I think we saw some Dead End bits too. But I mean,
But I need to see it in
and
combine. I need to see it in combined mode. That's my thing. That's why I was weary about the masterpiece train bots of Raiden. Like, okay, they look okay for masterpiece, but I need to see the combined mode because this is your first outing with a masterpiece combiner, not just a masterpiece, but a fucking combiner. I don't know if that's your wheelhouse as of yet. So, and you're
oh
coming out with the most random character. You could have gave us a Devastator, a Superion. No, you went with the most random ass combiner of them all, fucking Raiden from
yeah, like because
Headmasters.
I mean, no, yes,
Don't get me
granted, we
wrong, I
did.
love Headmasters, but I wouldn't have thought Raiden would be their first outing as a combiner. I at least thought Devastator. Like Devastator is like almost a no-brainer.
He's amazing. Like that Combiner Wars Devastator is still holds up as amazing. Now it is still superior to the Studio Series Devastator from the movie line because while it looks pretty good, there are some bit of
Repeat after me.
complications.
It's Garbo. It's Garbo.
Exactly.
It's not real Devastator. It's Garbo. Hot garbage
Yes.
and Skittle formation. Okay, it's what it is.
Yes. In other words, it's just horrid. But
I told my wife if she ever brought any Bayformer Transformers in this house, that shit get thrown out the goddamn door. No, real talk. That shit get no
yes,
play in
throw it
this
into the
house.
sun.
I throw that shit on the ground.
But what about into the sun? Like
if I could, I would hurl it right to the sun. right behind Titans Return Galvatron. Okay, right to the
I
side.
agree. I'll stick with the Kingdom or Legacy Galvatron than the Titans Return one because that had so many visual problems. I mean, like the head crest and the fact you couldn't have him point his fusion cannon. He
Listen,
kind of went to go like this.
What's up with
So
the
listen.
hands, man?
Hasbro
I'm looking at
Hasbro needs to make every figure like they did that Cyclonus from Kingdom. If they made every figure if they put the love and attention they put into that Cyclonus, every figure, we be in fucking Transformer heaven. It'd be a renaissance. Because that goddamn Cyclonus is a goddamn revelation.
yes, it is a great revelation.
It is a revelation of it shows you what they can do when they want to do it. Because I looked at that bitch and I was like, "You sure this ain't a studio series? Like, you sure you mixed up the boxes? Because this ain't a Kingdom. This motherfucker's too clean. He's too clean."
It's weird because Cyclonus in Kingdom and Scourge and the Sweeps in Studio Series, but where does Anders Armada go? Because that was the other Cyclonus that was with Cyclonus. Like
That's
second
when
Cyclonus.
you buy the reprint, you buy that select
Studio
series where they
Series
recolored
Cyclonus.
it in the toy
When
color.
they come out with the Studio Series Cyclonus, you're gonna buy the repaint. It'll have chrome.
They already got a repaint coming out. They released it in its original toy color, so it's like a deeper purple than the one we got now.
Right.
I know
So
they
there's your
did the same
your
to the
Armada.
Galvatron.
Right. Yeah. They ain't slow. They know what they're doing.
I always say Hasbro will get miles out of those molds. Okay, don't let it keep you twisted. They gonna pop a head and pop a new head on it and spray paint it green and go, here you go, new figure. Look what they did to
I agree.
Bulkhead.
I mean,
Look at Bulkhead. That ain't his body. That's somebody else's body.
Well, shit, I'm about ready to cash out on Transformers. There's not many. I'm not having to buy them as often anymore.
I'm not
Yeah,
tapping out. It's just like I said, it got to a point like I know what I want my collection to look like.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, I don't need to be buying everything. I have a goal, and if you ain't on the docket, then you a maybe at best. But if it's like, if I don't need you and it's him or him, and I need him, guess who ain't coming? Guess like that.
I mean, because again, like as you mentioned, we are probably gonna we are getting a Cybertron Metroplex and a Cybertron Override in Legacy. Imagine if we do, like as you mentioned, we get like some of the Armada, some of the Energon characters in Legacy. I mean, we could see that because
they did that with the Prime from which Prime was the one where he transformed into a fire truck? I think that was
Sentinel Prime.
Because they released him in I think it was Siege or Earthrise. They released that Prime, the one that transforms and he has extra pieces. He has wings. I forget which one is transformed.
That's the Cybertron Optimus, actually. Yes.
Yeah, they released that one. So finish that line. Make that line. That would be your next choice if you can't do G1 no more. Make that. Because like I said, you at the bottom. As far as G1 is concerned, you're at the bottom of the barrel. You need to go to the next barrel and tap into those. Because like I said, at some point, people are gonna get tired of getting another Megatron. I got mad just seeing him turn into a Hiss tank. Because it was like, dude, listen, it's not bad if the color matches. Like you got a gray Megatron with literally a black backpack. Now either make Megatron all black or make that his tank gray, because the colors clash the same way they got Bumblebee into a G.I. Joe Jeep. The Jeep's all green, but then slightly yellow, and it doesn't match. It's like, no, either make him all green or make that Jeep yellow. Like, listen, we sticking. I'm heavy in the Transformer lore, and Transformers, the colors of the car, the color don't pick them; they pick their color. So Bumblebee picking a new car, it's gonna be yellow. He ain't gonna go, oh, I'm just gonna go green now. Now, if he was gonna go green, then he'd be green. But not just yellow. No, I'm going yellow. Same thing with every other Transformer. You ever seen Prime go, you know what, I'm feeling kind of beige today. No, you getting a red and blue combo, whatever the fuck he transformed to.
Oh,
He'll come out here talking about
request. Yeah, if it's easy for you,
turquoise.
man. If it's easy for you, we got to request, like, I guess, to turn the camera towards your toys a little bit.
Okay, it's not fully unpacked, so I still got a few more shit though, but that's all Transformers here.
Full screen, my bad.
And some gargoyles back there. And that's most of it. And some wrestling belts down there.
Okay, then.
And then there's more shit I need to unpack, and I got more in my garage.
Oh wow!
So I'm still unboxing, and there's a bunch. I was in the closet. There's a bunch of NECA turtle figures in there. So
Okay, then.
so yeah, I got a lot of unpacking to do. I'm just trying to figure out where everything's gonna go. You know. So,
Did I see Haslab Unicron at the very top of your shelf there?
Oh, you did see that correctly. That is Unicron up there. Yes.
Oh, is that the HasLab or is that a different Unicron?
That's the Zeta. I like the Zeta. It's a lot cleaner. Plus, apparently they're planning on making a Primus out of that mold soon. So if you want to get a Cybertron, that should be coming soon.
Oh god.
That's amazing.
Oh god. How much would that cost?
Well, if it's anything like the Zeta one costs, it was what, $400?
Oh.
Yeah. It was way cheaper than the HasLab. That's also a selling point for me. I was like, oh, cleaner.
I agree.
You can actually pose it, and it's a way cheaper. And I didn't need nothing.
It's obtainable. It's obtainable too. Hasbro's not obtainable.
Yeah,
that's
also,
very true.
You can see my real estate's already full, and I still got more to unpack. And I'm like, I don't need that big mo. I got all the Titans on the bottom shelf here because it's like, yeah, I got a bunch of big ass box, man. I mean, shit, I'm real estate.
I mean, because I will say, I will say, yes, you're right about the Hasbro Unicron, expensive, and the fact that you're right, it's not really, because I'll tell you, Thew Adams, when he reviewed his Unicron, he actually broke one of the rings, he cracked one of the ring support joints off.
That.
I mean, I felt bad for him, and yes, I am the very person that created his Thomas the Tank Engine OC. So,
oh, you did that?
Yes, you're speaking to I created him as a trade. So
I saw that episode. It was good.
Yes, I mean, 4 submissions, hilarity, and he didn't even know what the Stanley Cup was in my last submission.
Well, he's British, you know. Can't hate on him for that.
Oh, I know. I know.
I miss his knockoff beatdowns. Those were good. The knockoff beatdowns he does when he gets all the knockoff Transformers and just beats the hell out of them and shit. That's always entertaining.
I think he did one last year or 2 years ago. But I'm sure he'll get back to the beatdowns.
Yeah, he's got a lot of backs. He's got about a lot of back catalog of people sending him KOs and beat knockoff Transformers just to crush them. So he's got a whole closet full. So I'm sure he's good for another couple videos if he really wanted to.
Oh yes, I'm sure that he's got the. Because I mean, the fact, and he does bring up a very good point of what you mentioned earlier about the fact that every 2 or 3 lines we get different versions of Optimus, different versions of Bumblebee, Soundwave, Megatron.
Yeah, because you got to get the iconic 6. You always with Hasbro when it transforms the iconic 6. That's Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, and Grimlock. That's your iconic 6. So you're always going to get those figures before you get anybody else.
Absolutely,
because those are the names you know, those are the faces you know, and then after that, then the rest is this open season of oh, here's this guy, here's that guy, here's somebody we made the fuck up, and then you go from there.
And it happens in every toy line too, no matter what it is.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing with G.I. Joe. What did they pump out first? The names you know. Yep. Snake Eyes, Duke, Cobra Commander, Destro. You're gonna get them core characters, and then you get the rest of the cast. If you're lucky. If you're McFarlane, you're shit out of luck. He's gonna give you everything but the shit you want. Like, you want a regular basic Batman? No, you get Batman Who Laughs. I want a Robin. No, you get fucking Nightwing. I want Superman. You get Gladiator Superman. I want Wonder Woman. No, you get a Gal Gadot and a bunch of others who aren't regular Wonder Woman. Because fuck you.
Yeah, and a half-naked outfit, all in gold, cased in gold.
Oh yes, I mean,
man. McFarlane. Listen, I think McFarlane is he's an ultimate hustler. Because only McFarlane can sit there and go, okay, guys, I got this real cool Batman, and he looks real cool, right? But here, look at this gold label. You get him without the mask. I'm like, motherfucker, you could have just put both of them heads in one box. You shiesty motherfucker got me out here chasing figures because I need the motherfucker with the mask, and all you selling is the one without a mask. I don't want him without a mask. Fuck, I look like.
What up, Captain Jack?
Well, hello, Captain Jack.
On the premium $30 Megatron, like $20, and hating it because it couldn't transform into.
I think he's talking about that when he was
oil, like an oil tanker truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, any Megatron that's not a gun, I don't recognize.
Well, I mean, Megatron since he was a gun, he's evolved into many different forms. He was a tank. He was a truck.
We all know why he's everything but a gun, because people is scared that motherfucker's gonna get caught out there running around with their Megatron. Okay, let's be real about it. Because even Masterpiece came with an orange cap on his ass. Okay, because they scared somebody gonna get clapped with the gun from Uncle. Okay, they scared.
That's right. Now the closest we've gotten is the classics, the original classics Megatron, which he was a Nerf gun basically. That was his color scheme.
That was terrible. I hated that one.
I understand. That's the closest we came in, aside from third party. But of course, I mean, of course, Megatron. He's also been a head. He's been, he's been who else? He's been a dragon, a T-Rex. He's been he basically he was a copy of Optimal Optimus's body from Beast Wars, minus the beast mode. He was a jet. He was a triple changer in Cybertron. He was a Cybertronian jet.
There's only 3 Megatrons outside of the original gun that I'll say is acceptable. That being Transformers animated when he was a helicopter, and I didn't mind the helicopter because at least his robot mode harkened more of an original Megatron style. That was good. I'll give you Megatron from Prime because Transformers Prime is just bam,
amazing.
And last Megatron, I would say best Megatron would probably be, and this is as a tank mode. I guess I would have to say the Netflix series.
I like the War for Cybertron trilogy Megatron where
not the Machinima version, the Netflix version.
Yes, the Prime Wars trilogy. Yeah, the Prime Wars trilogy. Okay, I will say, well, I mean, again, that's another series that has some holes in it because the population is 0 aside from all the characters you see on screen.
Listen, you gotta take the good with the bad. Sometimes they kind of went back to roots. This was here to sell a toy. Let's not kid ourselves. That Netflix series was here to sell some toys. So that's what you got. You got some toys. Because first cartoon I've ever seen or any animation I've ever seen where the characters actually look like the fucking toy. Seriously, tell me they didn't. Down to the goddamn peg holes.
Okay, right. I mean,
down to the peg holes.
I mean,
so I already knew once I saw that, I was like, "Oh, you here to sell me toys? I got you."
I agree because the fact that we got some great characters in the Netflix series. I mean, I mean, Cog he had some very key moments. His sacrifice, his will to save Alita One and his comrades on Cybertron. The fact that and the fact that when they get to Earth, they see the Maxwells and Predacons, and just at the start of the Beast Wars or whatnot, and we see some Beast Wars references like Dinobot's sacrifice, the Golden Disc. Unicron plays a big role in that, like the whole Megatron becoming Galvatron, and Megatron like interacting with Galvatron thing. And it's just, that was quite a thing, and the fact that it's interesting because his timeline's different from the timeline of the present, and the arc as a Transformer was like amazing. Like I was so hoping though we would have seen the Nemesis do the same thing, like.
Yeah, but they had to pump that out quick as they got it. Yo, Cass, what you play? What Transformers that you got there? What's that you got there, Cass?
This is one of the Amazon exclusive shit. One of the.
Oh, okay. That's that one that come apart and you can put them on the other dudes, right?
It's one of those
part formers.
Yeah.
There's a term for it. I'm trying to think where it is, but I know that's a repaint of Ironworks.
That's what you're saying.
Because I was looking from the back profile, I'm like, you don't look like anybody I recognize.
Oh.
He's got a little connector piece. Shit. They're doing real good, and like I said, articulate.
Yeah, I need to see the Blitzwing hasn't dropped out here yet, but I'm definitely gonna pick that up when it does.
Yeah, it's
that Blitzwing looks so wonderful. That Blitzwing, it really is just amazing. I mean, and it's pure G1. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have the three face gimmick, which Animated and his other figures had. Which
don't even remind me about that Generations. That is the worst.
I think
he's neck and neck with Titans Return Galvatron as being probably the worst thing Hasbro's ever made outside of Minosaur.
Wait, you mean the Titans Return Blitzwing or the Generations Thrilling 30 Blitzwing?
I'm talking about the Thrilling 30 Blitzwing sucks, and the Titans Return Galvatron. They're like neck and neck for the worst ever. Outside of Blitzwing, outside of a Minosaur, like those three, like. What were y'all thinking? What were you smoking? And if so, pass that shit because I want that same experience.
I understand. I that's totally understandable. Like, yes, there were some figures then that had some potential that it flopped. But as you mentioned, that Galvatron, as I said, like you have to get so separate accessories for that Galvatron to be passable. There was a separate head. There was a specific joint you could add to his arm for his fusion cannon.
All right. You seem like a Transformer fan. Let me ask you this, because would you pay if Hasbro did their combiners, like all the combiners, in the same fashion they did Devastator and Predaking?
Oh, I definitely like that. Like Predaking and Devastator, those combiners themselves were amazing. Like they
do all of them. I'm talking Tyrion, Defensor, all of them.
Computron,
everybody, Computron, everyone, combiner in that same style with that attention to detail and actual looks like a combiner.
Oh, absolutely. We could even throw Victorion in the mix if we wanted to.
You can throw it in there too. I don't give a fuck. Make it proper. I don't know why they won't do that. Like why cherry pick only Predaking gets that treatment and everybody look at the new Minosaur we're getting now. No, make him like that. Make him like you did that.
Yeah, well, hey, if they made a giant Minosaur, that shit would be good.
Yeah, but it would fit the scale with the way they have this thing set up now, because it's like Siege set that tone for like, okay, all the figures that came after that were all similar scale with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a few, but most of them were all pretty scaled properly. Right. And it's like, then you're coming out with this new Minosaur, and he doesn't even look like he's gonna be that big. But it's like the Combiner War Devastator still holds up, especially if you got the upgrade kit. And the Predaking holds up, especially if you had an upgrade kit. Why not just make more combiners like that? People will pay that money. I know right now, if you
Precisely.
told me right now you was gonna make in that same scale, take my money.
Exactly. Like, I mean,
$135, $145 here. Take my money. Easy.
yeah.
Easy.
I mean, because, I mean, now I understood why at the time they made Devastator, Predaking, like them specifically that size, and the rest of the combiners, they were just normal size combiners. I think they were referencing the in scale proportions of the Machinima shows, like because Predaking
Well, then
in
follow that same formula then, because like I said, that's the winner. Like I said, the Combiner War Devastator is that and the Predaking are the best combiners Hasbro's done to this day. So
oh
it's like,
yes,
why not? And they sold well, so why not go that way? And you can still
yeah.
get mileage. You can make G2 colors. You can do all that shit, and people would buy them. Did they
I
not
mean,
re-release? Didn't they like not that long ago re-release the Devastator
yes. I mean, they did the
because it
same
was
thing
that
with
goddamn popular?
yeah. I mean, they did that with Bruticus. They did that with Menasor, like in G2 colors. They re-released them in G2 colors,
Yeah. So
which sold well.
give them that treatment of having them feel like actual proper figures and combiners, and like, yeah, man, trust me, Transformer fans will buy that shit easy,
Oh, absolutely. Like
easy.
it would just like tip the
They'd
scale
sell
and just
themselves.
oh yeah. I mean, because I mean, like I said, like I mean, Legacy has produced so much good figures. There has been now. Okay. The one figure I will say that should be reevaluated is RC because, I mean, again, yes, it's a reimagining of her appearance in Prime, but a lot of people were thinking, oh, it was going to be all sleek and slender looking, but it was just a
Yeah.
reimagining of not just Prime, but there were some elements of Energon, some elements of G1 in it, which was fine. I mean, Legacy has that. Bulkhead, yes, his alternate mode was, even though it looks like Hound from the movies, again, like he has his weapon from Prime, the Wrecking Ball. He has the head. He has all the elements. He's not the same similar vehicle as he was in Prime. But again, you win some, you lose some. There are sacrifices. I mean, again,
I do agree with Jay here. He said Devastator should not be as big as Omega Supreme. True, but in certain continuities, they are similar size, so you can kind of get away with that. But I don't think they thought about that. Like, oh, this is going to be same size. I just think because technically Devastator would be considered what, a Titan class
yeah,
with his
because
size. He'd be considered a Titan class. Same thing with Predaking. Predaking's a little bit short, but he would be in that Titan class where he's of that size. Up there with
oh
Triptychon or Fort Max or Metroplex, whatever.
yes, yeah,
But
or the
no,
other
but I
Titan.
don't think people would really mind that much, especially like I said, if you're gonna have it with the rest of the chug line, then it's perfect because you want your combiners to be a little bit bigger than the average transformer.
That is correct because, like, again, like now, as I said, like yes, we've had some good combiners, some combiners that now. I mean, we even got the C-Cons as an exclusive. That's another
Oh
example
yeah,
of
those were good, but they got crazy with the after, like when they re-released them and the prices they're asking for them now. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
yeah. It's
You want
like
$100 for just one? Suck my dick. Okay.
yeah, that's a bit of like that's extreme price range for those Seacons because again, like yes, they were from the Japanese like continuity of Transformers because they were separate from G1 because the storyline and whatnot were in an alternate universe and the rebirth never took place in Japan. It just went to Headmasters. Zarek and Scorponok were the main villains, like
Yeah.
of
Then
the
we
whole
had Vic.
thing.
There was Headmasters, Victory, and then
Supergot Master
Master
Force,
Force. Yeah. I,
and then
I forget
Zone.
which came first, Master Force or Victory? Which came
It would have
which came
been
first?
Master Force would have come after Headmasters because Zarek, Black Zarek was the main villain, or Double Zed. You know, they were the main villains because, like, Double Zed was the one that controlled the Power Master's abilities to transform and have the humans interact with the transformer bodies. And then Victory, that's where we saw, you know, the death of Power Master Optimus Prime and the birth of, you know, Victory Leo in a way, like, or I was about to say Leo Kaiser, but that's he's the villain on the other side.
That's a combiner I wouldn't mind seeing being made right there.
Oh yeah,
I know
Victory
they
Leo,
did, but I mean a proper one.
Oh yes,
Not a
agreed.
not a not a
Because
remold or repaint of old Combiner War figures, like an actual one.
yeah, that's actually one. That's one prime we should probably see in Legacy is Lyle Convoy.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
mean,
again, it's an Optimus, so again, it's always going to get top billing anyway. Even
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's not considered official Optimus, if he looks like Prime, he's getting first choice. Like, look at the one
Yes.
we got, the one that came in the Legacy. What Prime was that?
Optimus Primal.
No, not the Primal one.
Not the Primal one.
The tanker one.
Oh, that was Laser Prime.
Yeah, that was Laser
Yeah.
Prime. Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
and yes, in Japan, they made a Nemesis Prime or Scourge, like in Japan, which to counteract. So, which does follow the tradition
In
of.
fact, I think I have that same Prime in a masterpiece version, actually. But it was like a Year of the Goat or something version, so it's like translucent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the goat. I have that one. It's
Yeah, I got that one in the Soundwave Year of the Goat.
Oh yes, you're the you're the goat Soundwave. That was a masterpiece, a clear masterpiece Soundwave with his buddies. So
Yeah. So like I said, he'll Prime no matter what version of Prime it is. If he looks like Prime, he's getting first. He's getting top billing always.
oh yeah, like imagine like further down the road in Legacy, we'll probably get Beast Machine's figures or characters reimagined. So, I mean,
It's okay. I mean, I like what they did with Beast Wars. I'm not the biggest Beast War head, but I did like the Primal and the Megatron. I didn't really go in on the rest though.
and it's understandable. I mean, everyone has their own taste and perspective. I was born at the same time Beast Wars came out or first started, so
that's kind of like your G1 almost.
in a way, yes. I mean, yes, I did see G1. I thought it was amazing. Yes, I mean, and yes, I saw some of the like interesting episodes. I mean, Carnage to C Minor was quite the episode. It's one of the most controversial episodes with all the animation errors and whatnot. But I mean, the film still holds up to this day because, like, almost 35 years of amazing, like, of Transformer content. I mean, we've got the good, the bad, the ugly. We've some amazing voice actors and whatnot. I mean, Peter Cullen, Frank Welker. I mean, even some of which I mean that was a bit of a sore spot with the Netflix series. A lot of people were hoping that some of the original cast members from Beast Wars would reprise their roles in Kingdom.
Yeah, I was reading that you just popped up there. I think you might mean Prowl with the Prowlistator because I have that Devastator with because the upgrade kit came with the Prowl Devastator head to swap out with the original Combiner Wars head, so you get the Prowlistator head when he teamed up with the Constructicons. So I don't think Hound was with them, but you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. But
well, actually, there was an episode where Grapple and Inferno, Grapple and Red Alert actually teamed up with the Constructicons, helping them with their little.
Yeah,
project.
they got duped. They got duped.
Yes, they got duped, but then Prime and the others had to pretty much clean their mess for them and take care of the construct. I mean, and that's the thing about the Constructicons, and I really like their connection with Omega Supreme because they were close friends, and then after they got reprogrammed,
Jay Holland said, "How made the illusion."
Hold on a second, right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, Grapple and Hoist. I'm sorry, I was my bad. It was Grapple and Hoist. Why did I have Red Alert? I'm thinking the episode where Red Alert got, he got damaged.
He got brain damage. He had brain damage.
He got damaged in battle, and he wasn't the same in that episode until he got fixed.
Yes, that was the episode about that was Transformers episode about mental health.
Yes, and it was a very good episode. I'll say it really sent a good message. Yes, actually, Mirage he has the ability to create holograms while it's same with Hound, but at the same time, like the famous example of holograms is where Optimus Prime and some of the Autobots, like, they cosplayed as Metasaur and they fought Metasaur, like in G1, which was classic because, like, the real and fake Metasaurs were fighting and it turned into a little shit. It's like, oh, now what do we have here?
Unpacking this Devastator. See, here we go. See, he's got the Prowlestator head on it. You can take it off. Original head. Pop that on. Prowlestator.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, this is that. The head came with the upgrade kit for this. So, and what the upgrade kit did was basically, hold on, it widened out his shoulders because these pieces are upgrade parts. So it kind of widens out his shoulder a bit, gave him proper feet for a Mixmaster. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's worth it because it just makes, and new hands. So he has articulated hands now. So filled out this is all upgrade piece right here.
Right.
So, and yeah, you get the replacement head. So that's how I
display it. We're going to get some more of them probably.
Shit, I hope so. Like I said, if they need to make all the combiners like this, if they did it like this.
They're going to do it. What? That might be a HasLab. That bitch might be a HasLab. What?
Listen, don't even put that out. Don't put that out there. Don't put that out there. Because you already know they're gonna charge like a grip for that bitch. Don't put that out there.
I'm sure that if HasLab would entertain the idea, then they would charge the same amount as they did with the Unicron.
And that was still too much. Don't put that out there.
Tier 1 is the Prowlestator head.
that's that goal right there.
Prowlestator transform hyper mode.
That motherfucker be like, next tier you get the gun.
And some other shit. He'll be like, here's a rock the Devastator threw in episode 3 or some shit.
Hey, didn't they try that with the Rancor? Didn't they try that with the Rancor? Like, here's some rocks. Give us some more money. Here's some rocks.
Whatever they think is inspirational, I guess.
Hey, you like the Rancor? Here's a couple bones for you.
Yes, couple bonds.
What other props could Devastator have? He could hold shock. He could have a little Transformer shockwave that comes with him.
Nah, that was Bruticus. Bruticus had the shockwave.
Oh, that's right.
He had the shockwave with him. But I listen. If they did do a Kickstarter for another Devastator, honestly, I don't think they would do it because if they did, then it would just be a masterpiece.
Tier 2 would be a small little pistol. It'd be like a small little, like a Bumblebee sized pistol that Devastator could hold.
Nah, here's what they would do. Here's the real.
They can get away with that because you can't rob nobody with a P-23 that looks like this. You know what I mean?
This is how HasLab would actually fuck you. They would give you the Constructicons as the full Kickstarter, right? The tiers would be the combiner pieces. So it's like, oh, you want the hands? You got to get to the next tier. You want the chest piece? You got to get to that next tier. You don't think Hasbro would do that shit? You saw what they did with the his tank. You saw what they just did with that his tank.
I mean, it was his tank from jump. Now you got to.
It was his tank from jump, but like
so they got to give
really
you hands.
sweeten.
They got to give you
Yeah,
hands.
but to sweeten the deal, they had to throw a lot out there to really sweeten that deal for $300.
I understand the greed. I understand the greed that you're telling. You know what you're saying about them, but.
Because come on, you know already. You collect GI Joe. You know for a fact we could have been had a classic Cobra Commander. They said nope, that bitch gonna cost you $300. That motherfucker gonna cost you. You want it with the proper gear? $300. So you might be paying for the tank, but you really paying for that Cobra Commander.
They got a
Like
lot
the tank's a bonus. Don't get me twisted. Like all the shit that it comes with, that's nice. But who really didn't get hard when they saw that Cobra Commander?
They got a lot of backers at that point. They sure did.
That shit was didn't they knock that out like day one?
And people were talking about they were going to introduce some new surprise tiers. I was like, no, man, they can't do that. That doesn't look right. You know what I mean? That would have been bad.
Well, yeah, Hasbro sit there and be like, "Oh, you want a Devastator, but you got to get to these other goals if you want the rest of the combined pieces because it's gonna be naked. You gonna have no hands, no head. You gotta hit them tears. You gotta hit them tears, baby."
Damn, to complete it, you just gonna get the Constructicons as individual bots, and then you want the other shit. If you want it to combine, you got to unlock 7 tiers.
Unlock like you want that little chest piece that goes on the front. Gotta unlock that tier, son.
Yeah, gotta get that tier.
You gotta unlock that tier, son. You want
It's
that
like a quest.
You want the alternate head scope where he's wearing the visor, or you just want the eyes? Gotta unlock the tiers, baby. You gotta unlock them.
I mean, it's an ultimate quest for the completion, because, and that was interesting about Devastator G1. Like it was so interesting. Like, did he meant to have a visor, or did he meant to have eyes?
That's one of those things of just lack of animation continuity. That's all that is.
Yeah,
that's who drew it today. Who was drawn today? Was it you? Who fucked up? I gave him visor last week. Who the fuck gave him regular eyes? You? Oh, never mind. Let's roll with it. It's a bunch of 5-year-olds. Them niggas ain't gonna remember.
No, I know. I know. I mean, it has created some comedy and hilarity over the years for Devastator. Yes, I mean, he was one of the first combiners we saw in G1. I mean, he was the very combiner that the Dinobots were able to successfully defeat in Autobot City in 2005.
Hey, listen. Toy companies love animation errors. That's how we end up with all these fucking variants. They love toy. They love animation hiccups. Like, oh, y'all made him in 2 different colors. Guess what you getting this week? Oh, he got 2 different head sculpts. That gives me an idea. That's how you end up with them variant figures. Like, oh, there was a animation glitch. They drew him a different way that 1 week. Okay. Start the factory. Let's go. You still got the mold? You got the mold? Yeah, all we need to do is change the head. Let's go. Let's get this money. Because they actually did that with Devastator, because the Japanese version of this Devastator had a different head sculpt. So they already did that. They were way ahead of the game on that.
These are fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's garbage.
What is this shit, man?
I know why. I know why. Well, if you remember the game Transformers Devastation, Blitzwing had weapons like those hands that he used to fight, in the boss battle. Like, he used those as weapons, like you see for a period of time.
Okay.
So that would be my only logical explanation for the hands, is because of an accessory that you can use in the game Transformers Devastation, which that honestly needs a sequel because that game ended on a cliffhanger. And I agree that Superion will probably be after Menasor, because Superion is the arch rival to Metasaurus Rex. So
yeah, luckily it's no problem though, because we can put third-party shit on it to actually use it as a part. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because I mean, you could even you could do so
This
much.
is shit. This is horrible. This part though, this is horrible. What the hell is this? You can't. There is no articulate. Oh shit.
Listen, the only reason I bought certain combiners was because I knew an upgrade kit was coming. Like I said to you yesterday, I bought that Volcanicus. I only bought it because an upgrade kit was made for it. If they didn't come in one, that shit would have never came in my house.
What up, kid? And Destro 777.
Kid with the kung fu grip. Nice.
Kung fu fighting.
But yeah, they be making them hands. Sometimes I'll be like, y'all trolling over here, bro. Y'all trolling. Like, cut that shit out.
Oh, I agree, because like the fact of the matter is, like, yes, it is frustrating, the fact that, like, again, look at some of the figures we got over the years, like some of the hopeful figures, but they ended up being what we didn't want. Like, for example, some of the Armada figures, they were stuck with their gimmicks. They couldn't pose them. You couldn't, you had to use their gimmicks to help them transform or move them. But now that we're getting Starscream in Legacy, we might get a Megatron or Galvatron, like, eventually. Who knows? Because does that mean we're going to see the mini-cons, like the weapons, like the Skyboom Shield, the Star Saber, the Requiem of a Dream Blaster?
I mean, again, it's one of those things of like, look here, it's already set up for you to make the little figures and do that. Just turn the machines on, man. Get that mold. Figure out how you want them to look in articulation and transformation, and work out that engineering and get the printing. Because like I didn't really care for the whole Cyber Planet Key gimmick myself, to be honest. That's why, I said, I stuck with the G1. I couldn't do it. So,
well, I will say this: with the whole thing about the Cyber Planet keys, I get it. Like, I get it with the show and the plot. I get it, but with the figures, yes, the figures look so much like their show counterparts. But again, once more, the fact of the matter that Dinobots, that was something new at the time with Power of the Primes. The fact that, yes, we saw Volcanicus, we saw the Combine, and the fact
Bigum's right, they shouldn't combine though. They're already Dinobots. That's the gimmick. They're Dinobots.
But sadly, Overlord showed up and broke out the Volcanicus thing by killing Sludge. So, that's honestly one figure we could see in Legacy is Overlord, because he was one of the villains in
Sludge. Don't you mean Slag?
Right, Slag, not right.
We don't recognize Sludge. Sludge is a toxic waste that nobody likes, but we like a good Slag. Okay,
that's true. Overlord was a very vital part of Super God Master Force, in Japan, and that's one figure we could see once again reimagined. Yes, we got him in Titan's Return, but again, he is an underrated Decepticon. But he was impossible to defeat in Machinima unless Megatron had the Requiem Blaster, which he was able to.
Dino.
Yes. I see. We got the.
Fans toys.
I see. We got some of the fans. The fan toys look pretty good. We got some other figures. We also got. We got. I see. We got Omega Supreme. We got Scorponok. We got.
Yeah. Got them all. Listen, like I said, I only dabble really.
But there is one figure I'm really hopeful we'll see in the future.
My bad. My shit fucking muted.
That's okay. I saw that you were muted there. I just thought, but I was gonna say, imagine if we get the Mistress of Flame as a figure, like in Legacy. It would be so amazing, and we could see what she transforms into, because the Mistress of Flame has so much. Okay, yes, I know she didn't stand a chance as Overlord. She had her moments, but again, that's as we go back to the underrated characters, like some of the Marvel comics and such, and we Jihaxis and such. But imagine we
Well,
saw
honestly,
Mistress
I
of
think,
Flame.
like we talked earlier, like I said, that legacy. I'm surprised if they made a bludgeon, because he's a legacy type character. He's not well known, G1 known, but he was a popular character in the comics.
Oh yeah, Bludgeon. Yes, that's what the last figure. The last instance we got a Bludgeon figure would have been in. I think it was.
Power of the Primes. I think it was. He's that little pretender.
Yes, he was a Prime Master basically. Well, in a way, he was. But the last transformable figure we got was back in Hunt for the Decepticons, back in around the time Revenge of the Fallen came out, where he does turn into a tank. He has his katanas. He has pretty much all the bells and whistles. And the most amazing part is his, he has rubber treads, which was amazing because, like, the rubber treads are just. I mean, and imagine if we do get an Armada Megatron or Galvatron. Yes, let's remake the final battle in Armada. Just have them, have Prime and Galvatron tear each other apart piece by piece until one shell stands, one shell falls.
You know what I'd like to see them redo and try over again and give it a little time. I want to see them try actual pretenders. Like the human shell and everything. I want actual pretenders. Bring those back.
I agree. The pretenders are
bludgeoned because he was a pretender. I want the shell. True. I want the human-like shell with the robot inside, like Hasbro. Figure that out and make it look good.
Yes. You do raise a point, Jay, about Decepticon alt modes. Let's see. Megatron said it many times. Demolisher in the Unicron trilogy was a tank. Shockwave in animated was a tank. Let's see. Overlord's bottom half.
Instruments of destruction. Okay. Yeah. Those are instruments of destruction. So
yeah, those are part of the instruments of guys. Yeah, like I mean, like Overlord's like I think it was the it was the bottom half that became the tank, and then who else? Scorponok and Energon was a tank, or one of his alter modes was a tank. Let's see who else was a tank. Shoot. I think there's been various Warpath. Warpath, the Autobot Warpath, he's a tank. So again, like
Warpath might be the only Autobot that might have been a tank. Every other tank I know of is a Decepticon.
Yeah, a Brunt is another one. Well, he was a Decepticon, but then he was an Autobot at the end. I mean, oh yeah, Cyberverse and Robots in Disguise for Bludgeon, that's true, and Megatronus in RID 2015, he was a tank. Let's see, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, yes. Armada Megatron Galvatron was a tank. The War for Cybertron trilogy, Machinima Megatron was a tank. Hardhead is he's a half track, basically. Well, not a half track, but basically he's a specialized tank.
Headmaster, Hardhead, he was a tank. Had to check the inventory. Yeah, he was.
Okay. Let's see who else was a tank. I think. Let's see. Revenge of the Fallen. War Within the Fallen was a tank.
Brawl from the Combaticons is a tank.
And the movies.
Yeah, and the movies.
I
think that's it.
Let's see what else. Who are we? Let's see. I think we covered all the tank Transformers aside from various other specs and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure that because I mean, imagine if the Mistress of Flame, like her alter mode, was a tank in disguise, but maybe that would have worked. Blast Wave. That's another character because I almost forgot about Blast Wave. He'll probably get the legacy treatment down the line. Well, the Decepticons over the continuities, they've had their own individual like scanning abilities. Like in Armada, Cyclonus had to find the vehicle modes and bring them back to base. Tanker for Beast Machines, yes, that's another like the Beacon tank drones for Beast Machines. They were all tanks. It just Rhinox was Tankor. It's just the Maxwells were trying to save him, but they couldn't because Rhinox, because of his Megatron's influence, decided, oh, I'm going to side with Megatron. But in the end, well, he was going to try to overthrow like both sides and try to rule the planet himself, but he ended up being killed by the key to Vector Sigma, the plasma energy chamber, and the time stream at the end of season 1. Oh yeah, Quake, a double target master, a delicious double target master, just full of amazing nutrients and vitamins and etc. 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 Oh man, it's just so amazing. The night is so young yet so far. I mean,
Hey, Cass, I got a question for you, man. I got a question for you, Cass.
What's up, man?
So the success of the HISS tank, you think Hasbro's just going to do that with all the vehicles for G.I. Joe? Just HasLab them? Or you think we'll get any retail vehicles?
Yeah,
this is the first one for the HISS tank is the first vehicle for the classified, right?
Lord damn, man. We kind of set a standard, I think, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we kind of fucked ourselves on that.
Yeah. I ordered immediately myself.
Oh yes.
So,
like I said, if I had G.I. Joe in my collection, I probably would have too. But since I don't, it was an easy pass. But I was mad that Cobra Commander, because I would have bought him alone.
I think it was. I feel like I've heard somebody mention that there was going to be another option for him down the line. Just obviously a different color, you know.
I want him with the metal mask in the hood, but they being a bunch of pussies about the hood. Like they need to cut that
shit. Maybe by them kind of avoiding it. I don't. And there's a lot of characters to cover, man, to make toys for. Yeah. You know, it takes a while to do it, I guess.
Oh yeah, I agree. Let's see. Well, actually, Big M, you're not wrong there. The last general we saw turn into a transformer was Silas, when his remains were fused with Breakdown, and he became Silas Breakdown. So thus, your dream is complete. A general turned into a transformer. He merged with the Cybertronian, and then we got Silas or Silas Breakdown. So that's the closest we've gotten to, a general becoming a transformer. So,
right.
But again, I believe we also got some G.I. Joe crossover transformers over the years, to my understanding, because this year or last year we got Draculus, we got the Jurassic Park 2-pack, where we got Tyrannicone Rex and the Autobot that's the tour vehicle, I think.
Oh, what do they call it?
JP90.
It's like JP something.
JP97 or something.
Yeah, whenever the movie came out.
Yeah, I think it was 96 or 97.
JP1 came out in 93. Got scenes based off, I believe, the paddock scene with T-Rex. That's what I'm thinking about. It was 93.
Okay.
You got
right.
You got the Soundwave voice going on.
You
got the LG Command, Megatron.
I mean, I almost forgot because I remember watching through Adams' review on it. Oh, is that the Earthrise? Is that the Quintesson Judge?
This is X-Transbots. They call him Dr. A.
Okay. So basically a third-party quintesson judge.
Yep.
So, I mean, the Earthrise figure looks amazing, but I will say that looks impressive too because, I mean, imagine now we've gotten some very great variations of the quintessons over the years. The judge, like, he was so famous. Like, it's so interesting because everything is reversed with the logic because guilty's innocent, innocent's guilty.
It's a kangaroo court.
Pretty much.
Kangaroo court. Yeah, this dude was pretty bad. I did pick up that version of the Siege on Judge, but this, like, again, this one kind of scales more with the masterpieces, so kind of had to pick it up. And apparently, it hooks up where the head will spin and it'll talk to you and all that other shit.
Yeah, I need to start focusing back at, like, as I with Legacy, I'm starting to want less of the figures. So I need to start falling back to the masterpiece shit and picking up a couple of them. I still need Sunstorm, like Grapple, and fucking.
Yeah, I'm missing
Is there a hound? There is a masterpiece hound, isn't there? Yeah.
There is. Actually, speaking of Masterpiece, they just announced a couple days ago they have made a Masterpiece Transmetal Megatron.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yes.
What? I mean, dinosaur Megatron?
Yeah, basically like Transmetal 1 Megatron where he was still a T-Rex.
Oh, okay. That's not bad, I guess. In the masterpiece scale?
That is true. I saw this on. I think it was. I think it was either TF Nation, not TF Nation. I think it was TFW 2005. I saw it, where I saw like the prototype images of Transmetal Masterpiece Megatron, and Transart made the Transmetal Megs. Okay.
Oh, I was about to say, okay. Well, listen, like the third party out there taking the money that Hasbro and Takara won't. That's it.
Well, yes, I mean,
that's why Fans Toys is like the #1 third party Transformer company out there right now, because it's like they're doing shit that Hasbro did years ago, and doing it almost better than. Like I said, if Takara made a Galvatron right now, I wouldn't buy it because I got the Fans Toys and that shit holds up. Like, pristine. Like, hands down. Like, fuck you. Fuck you,
yeah.
Fuck you, Takara. You ain't getting my money. I already got a Galvatron. Suck a dick. You took too long.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Instead of giving us that, or at least a fucking cliff jumper, what they do, his Optimus Prime him again, and now he's 400. Back in the day, he was 250. Now he's 450.
Well, this is because of the whole inflation and whatnot. Like,
that's them fucking taking advantage, man. They know they can get it because they suckers like me out here trying to buy it. But then third party came around and said, "Hey, you don't got to buy that one. Buy our Prime for $170." And I was like, "So, take my money."
All right.
And all he's missing is a trailer. Like I ain't got a goddamn Optimus Prime trailer already. Like I need another one in my life. Fuck out of here. Taking up real estate and shit.
I mean, if the mainline
Optimus Prime trailers are good for fucking risers, okay?
Yeah.
Stack other people on top of that shit. That's it.
Yeah, like if the main lines like Earthrise, Kingdom, etc., provide a trailer with Optimus, why can't the Masterpiece have Optimus with a trailer? Like,
no, they can. It'll cost you about $450.
Oh yeah, like plus tax and plus all the other HSTs and such.
If you live in Canada, you're gonna pay a little bit more.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like it depends on where you are, whether it's like yen or dollars or whatever currency is available.
Yo, Jay, X Transbot, they do make good figures, but I'm gonna tell you like this, at least from my experience with X Transbots, they're not consistent. Like one moment they'll give you a couple figures and they're top notch, and then they'll drop another wave of different figures, and fingers be falling off as soon as they come out the box. Trust me, I know. Fucking, they literally want you to put square pegs through round holes. They did that. I'm not even joking here. They did that. If anyone here owns the X Transbot Scourge, you'll know trying to get his foot fully transmated is literally a square peg through a round hole. Literally. And you gotta
like
get
literally.
Like,
I mean, I hear you loud and clear. I'm
square peg, round hole. Square pegs, round hole. They want all this to get flipped into this, and it don't go. Like you gotta flex plastic and all kinds of shit. It's literally a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
And this is X Transbots. This is
So-
X Transbots.
So for G1 Scourge there, for the Transbots, they're like, wow, $230 on sale
for
Trailbreaker. Unreal.
Trailbreaker. They're tripping. He should be a $80-$90 character maybe.
75 for me.
He ain't Optimus Prime. What the hell? Why is he $230? That's crazy.
Exactly. Like okay. If Optimus should be like Optimus Megatron, the Core 6 should, in my opinion, should be a little bit more pricier than the like all the other characters, because we gotta understand something. Like we must take all things into account. I agree. I now I don't own any Transbots in my collection, but yes, Lehman and Robot Mode. This is just like MP36 Megatron, like a long time ago, where like the waist would pop off, the gun barrel would break, the head wouldn't go back into place. It's basically that level all over again. I mean,
yeah, my mixture is it's Masterpiece, it's Fans Toys, and X Transbot that make up the bulk of my Masterpiece scale Transformers.
Oh yes.
Only, like I said, X Transbot, they flaky sometimes, but they do make decent figures when they want to. And they make those kind of oddball characters, because if it wasn't for X Transbots, I wouldn't have like a Masterpiece Junkion. I wouldn't have a Rep Guard. But they made one. In fact, they made him and a bunch of Junkions. So you can have a literal army of Junkions.
Oh yes, of course.
And they're reasonably priced. They're like $100 a pop. So you can't really lose on that. I bought two. I bought Red Guard and another Junkion to go with them.
Junkie, was it?
I think it was Junkie. I think it was.
Okay, because Junkie was the other. He was the other Junkion that Rekgar and some of the other. They're basically the other like Junkions that were transforming, and you could like have other.
With these, you can swap their parts with each other.
Yeah, you could have one of them ride, one of them in vehicle mode. You could have, Begin would have. Yeah, I agree. 196 for yeah.
There's already a side kill out there. There's a couple side kills actually.
Oh yes, Psychillus. Yeah, because Psychillus is he may be the dark entity of Cyclonus, but Psychillus is like in the Shattered Glass universe. Or am I thinking of someone else?
He's talking about Psykill from GoBots.
Oh, okay. The KFC Junkie Hunts.
Yeah, KFC. That's Keith's Fantasy Club. That's X Transbots. They're one and the same.
Okay, but I get the
Keith's Fantasy Club and X Transbots are literally one and the same.
Oh yes, yeah, of course. I mean, but I get the acronym. For a second, I was thinking like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's what I thought when I first got into collecting. I'm like, Kentucky Fried Chicken make Transformers? What the fuck?
And are they edible? Can you actually?
That must be one of them secret herbs and spices you was talking about. I guess.
Like you can like do you have to buy a meal and then the toy is one of them that you get for free? Like I mean,
Let's not laugh too hard. KFC is making a console, a gaming console. So let's.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
Whoa.
KFC has a console, and you can also keep your chicken warm in that bitch.
I'm good.
And if I'm lying, I'm dying. Go look it up. I'm not bullshitting.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking for real?
KFC console. And
no way, man.
See a video with motherfucker trying to play games and heat up his fried chicken.
This got to be parody, though.
Nah, it was real. It was real.
I'm dead.
It was real.
Believe it.
I thought it was an onion too. It wasn't an onion. It was real.
What? Who's Nancy? Nancy needs to make an appearance. Rickers feeling lonely.
He's talking about the girlfriend for the female Junkion.
Oh yeah. For a second, I was thinking of Powerglide's girlfriend there.
Man, I'm fucking dead. Stop playing.
You see it?
This can't be KFC gaming.
Did you? If you type in KFC console,
I did. I see a video that showing like a CGI demo for that shit.
And he's showing you where you can heat up your chicken.
Man, I'm dead.
Believe it. This thing was released 2 years ago.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Motherfucker, I thought I ain't playing. Them niggas was real with that. They was really about to try to do this.
What's everybody's story?
Hot games and hot chicken all at the same time.
Hot games, hot chicken. Clean up, though.
See, my thing was like, yo, didn't y'all factor in like that chicken grease in the console? Like, come on, man, that's
real.
Like, I know how an air fryer works, and you still get grease everywhere. What you talking about?
Right. That's got to be
God. So day one, just
that has to be satirical, man. That's a comedy. That's a parody or some shit. That's got to be fake, man.
It's not fake. I looked it up on Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm good.
This is hilarious.
Bad. That sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, it sounds. It sounds
like an outrageous idea.
But like, put to practice, I wouldn't fuck with that. Have your disc be all greasy and shit. Console be fucking all greased up.
They probably ain't using this no more.
You over there playing cod finger licking over there. Shit.
I think they're trying to kill off the well, not think. I know they are. There's no need for discs. We got hard drives now.
Listen, when I first heard it, I was like, this ain't real. This is somebody bullshit. This a troll. And then I was like, oh shit, y'all was really trying to get it right there.
Wow.
Like y'all really thought this was gonna be a thing. like you thought motherfuckers was gonna be like, take my money. Like, we not in the Wally world yet, chill. We not there yet. We close, but we not there yet. Shit.
Somebody claiming
you really think gamers are that fucking lazy? Like they can't get up and get their food? It's like, I ain't got time for this, Mom. I'm on that third level Call of Duty Zombies. I can't move.
I'm fucking dead. Somebody showed it in the video. It looks like this with controllers and shit. It opened up. Wow.
KFC gaming, yeah. Shit is finger looking good, bro.
That's epic, Wow.
So fuck around, KFC make some real Transformers. They was trying to make consoles. Wow, I wouldn't pull it past them at this point.
With artificial intelligence Transformers and shit.
It'll be Transformers that transform into a potato wedge and a biscuit. It'll be food formers.
All right, later, Brandon. Brandon, he sent a message saying he's going for the night. I'm actually about there myself, man. It's 12:58 on.
Yeah, I gotta get me some sleep up in this bitch.
Yeah, true.
I've been up since like 9 this morning. I was smoking some fucking ribs.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just got done bodying that shit before I got on with you. Now I'm feeling it.
Shit, I was getting smoked by the sun today.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke that too.
Yeah.
But I was like, shit.
That's what's up, man. Sound like a good day though.
Hey man,
Sound like a good day.
like I said, I try to live that easy life, man. Fuck, I'm at that age. I'm done right.
Yeah. There you go. Cool it out. Yeah.
But hey man, as always, it's been an honor chilling with y'all, talking some shit, talking some toys.
Yeah, it's always fun, man. It's always fun. That's what it's for.
Like I said, like 9 times out of 10, like I said, when I came on here, I was literally just got done with my stream, and I'm like, oh, I go on, I see you live. We go see what y'all over here doing.
Shit, just fucking around, talk about everything, talk about toys and everything, and rapping.
I always come up in here, be lurking, just be like. Sometimes I'll throw something in the chat. Sometimes I'll just have y'all I'll be working on other shit and just listening to y'all wild out up in here.
It's definitely different, man. It's definitely different, dog.
I mean, to be honest, like channels like yours and mine, that's what YouTube was supposed to be about. But then
community.
Money got in the way and shit just changed. But you know, that's a part of business, right?
Yeah.
Now, that money would be good.
I always wanted to know who was watching my videos and shit, so this was the perfect way to kind of get in touch with who, you know, that's what we all want is like-minded individuals to hang out with and shit.
Sometimes you just want to talk about your hobby because, you know, I know me, when I first got into collecting, you start to ask yourself, like, am I the only motherfucker out here doing this shit?
Right.
Especially when you're dropping big money. Like, am I the only motherfucker out here dropping like hundreds of thousands of dollars? And then you meet other cats. Like, I'm looking at your background, looking like my background. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place.
Yeah, it's definitely found. It's definitely found shit for real. So we got gigs and damn gigs. I just really realized you was in chat, man. Fucking he wants me to run Flex 19. I'll run that shit on. I'm actually finna shut it down, man. But I will. So far, tomorrow's Wednesday. I should be on at 10:30 tomorrow. I try to sneak 10 sometimes, but lately it's been 10:30 here. I'm trying to get better at scheduling and shit, but you know how it is.
Shit, me moving, I gained an hour. So what? It's 1 o'clock for you. It's only 12 for me now.
Okay, you robbed the Reaper. You got an extra hour out of life.
But now here's the problem though. That should be fucking me up because I'm a East Coast. I've always been Eastern time.
Right.
So I'm sitting there doing shit, and I'm like, fuck, I'm an hour. I'm missing shit because it's actually this time.
Yeah.
It should be fucking me
a little
up.
bit off. Yeah.
I gotta remind myself, like, all right, so 7 o'clock here is 8 o'clock Eastern. So like, and everything starts at like 8. So I'm like, all right, 7, I gotta go. I gotta do my thing. Gotta do whatever. So I'm still getting used to that shit because that should be fucking me up, bro. I'll be like, damn, why'd I miss that shit? And it's like, it's only 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot. I'm an hour ahead.
Yeah.
But yo, Kaz, man, you have a good night, man. I'll check y'all later, bro.
Hey, for sure, Mr. Smith. You too, man.
All
Later,
right,
dear. I think Darren might have passed already. He just left the camera going. So everybody have a good night, man. Catch you again at 10:30 tonight because it is after 12. All right. Peace, y'all. Oh, hold on. I got to hit 19. I'm going to hit 19. Hit 19 for gigs. That was the Friday the 13th one. Where is it? There we go. Flex Legacy. Here we go. Flex Legacy number 19. We out. Catch you next time.
Into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Flex 19 on Friday the 13th. Get your blades sharpened, it's time to mince meat. Better stay your ass home and keep your shit locked. Don't open the door for anybody that knocks. May our cups runneth over with blood at this feast. May our foes plasma stain our faces we eat. May the carnage we unleash live on for centuries. The dark history of the Flex legacy.
There will be no capping, cause it's off with their heads. May my ops be cursed for life and rotten in death. Been standing over my cauldron, stewing blood, snake heads, and frog legs. Utilizing my victim's flesh to customize my bedspread. Now anytime I want, I can peek at your fucking avatar. Unlike Jason, I'm a Jaguar. Come hit you like a freight car. Knock your ass to cars par. Saving teeth is memoirs. Can't find it with Lone Star. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh God, Friday the 13th. No prob. Lock your doors, I don't knock. In my way, get knocked off. Priming up my chainsaw. Play a game like Jigsaw. What part you wanna take off? Flex is the switch and then we turn to some killers. Like Henry Lee Lucas, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Samuel Little. Snapping bones like peanut brittle. You ain't gonna make it to the hospital. No clues, fingerprints, hair follicles. Consume all the beef, don't leave a single molecule. Jesus and Kaz, we going straight diabolical. Stressing, deflexing, it's never no obstacle. Flex Friday is ours, and on God, we're unstoppable. Rockin' chains, smoking weed, hitting the drink, getting irresponsible.
Flex 19 on Friday the 13th. Get your blades sharpened, it's time to mince meat. Better stay your ass home and keep your shit locked. Don't open the door for anybody that knocks. May our cups runneth over with blood at this feast. May our foes plasma stain our faces we eat. May the carnage we unleash live on for centuries. The dark history of the Flex legacy. I've waited so long for this moment to arrive. To see life leave your body as I stare in your eyes. Holding your hand, I tell you it's gonna be alright. While my knife that pierced your gut is scraping the front of your spine, I rub the lotion on the skin, then wear it for my friends. Once Kaz has this on, the celebration begins. A night of finding victims to torture has commenced. The drinking of their blood will atone for all of our sins. To Ramirez, Heidnick, Mundy, and Dahmer, I pay homage as I chew on the bodies I've turned into breakfast sausage. Their blood, sweat, and tears run down my chin as I eat. Tonight the rump roast is a literal thing. The candles flicker as the Ouija spells out a word. I sense a presence in the room and the temperature's cold. The last letter that's revealed is none other than X. Reveal yourself, dark spirit. My name is Flex. No! Oh God! No! Flex 19 on Friday the 13th. Get your blades sharpened, it's time to mince meat. Better stay your ass home and keep your shit locked. Don't open the door for anybody that knocks. May our cups runneth over with blood at this feast. May our foes plasma stain our faces we eat. May the carnage we unleash live on for centuries. The dark history of the Flex legacy.
Well, goddamn, what them boys gonna do for Halloween?